Hello, class. So today I'm doing a little different format where basically I'm offering you a screencast in order to clarify the rubric for the arguments for the environmental ethics final essay on personal environmentalism. Okay, so see this as a draft. In the grade book, it's labeled as a draft, and it will be toward the final essay. And so easiest way to think about this is all the black parts of the PDF will be the instructions and the red parts will be what you write. Okay. And here I have the red parts presented as an example from a previous semester. Okay. A student wrote what a student wrote for this assignment from a previous semester, okay? And so this is going to be due on April the 22nd. I pushed that a little ahead on a previous schedule that I posted in March. I had this as due April 15th. I think that's too soon, so I'm pushing it forward to April 22nd, okay, at 11 a.m. And so what you're going to be doing is, since it is personal environmentalism, you are going to select an ethical problem that you are wanting to contend with, okay, that you're wanting to work on, and you're going to present that in a paragraph of 100 words, okay, and you have to choose that by way of these three options. So overpopulation. So your personal connection to overpopulation will be issues like starting a family or not, okay? Or you could choose pollution. So your personal connection to pollution would be product overconsumption, packaging, recycling, litter, food waste, diet, transportation, that sort of thing. Then, or you could also choose energy and water use. Your personal connection to that could be how it is that you're using energy, electricity, and or water use, that sort of thing. Okay, and so you're wanting to figure out what problem you're going to be working on and how it is that you're going to be understanding that by way of one of the theories that we've already studied. Okay, so here I have a student example in red of how it is that this person chose to write about her ethical problem of reducing carbon emissions or gas emissions by way of electing to take the light rail or the bus more often when she goes to college. Okay, here at Red Rocks. So then what you're going to do, so part B here, you're going to present the ethical theories, okay? So in approximately 200 words with 100 words per theory, you are going to choose two of these theories that we've already looked at. So utilitarianism, negative utilitarianism, natural law theory, deontology, virtue ethics, and ecofeminism. And what I'm going to do, it's not here on the video yet or on this PDF, but when I post it on D2L at the very end of this document, I'm going to have criteria points that I'm going to ask you to hit when you write about this, okay? I haven't included them in this presentation, but I will, okay? So, and you have to make sure that you hit those points, okay, as I indicate here. So here's a student example of how it is that she's choosing her favored argument by way of negative utilitarianism. So here's the presentation of negative utilitarianism, okay, that she's getting ready to write about, okay, to address the problem of gas emissions by way of transportation issue, okay? Then I'm asking you for, in the next 100 words, to offer a counter argument, okay? And this counter argument, this student chose Kant's deontology, and and her view is that deontology was too universal, so it was too absolute, and therefore not everyone, for example, could be taking the light rail or the bus as she was proposing. So that's why negative utilitarianism would be a better option, okay? So then I want you to present your formal arguments here. And so Here we have a formal argument that is going to be a counter to this, okay? So, excuse me, to this. So it's going to be counter to the favored argument here, okay? And I'm asking you for a formal argument of that. So that formal argument, okay, against this is her counter argument for deontology. So her counter argument for deontology is this formal counter argument. And I'm going to go over the details and specifics of how it is that we're thinking of formal argumentation, okay? But basically we have a premise and another premise that offer a conclusion. So in other words, you're offering reasoning that is providing you with a conclusion to how it is that you're understanding this rebuttal, okay? So this is a counter argument to her negative utilitarian argument, okay? So, like I say, just follow this exact format and this ordering, and it'll all become clearer, okay? So then you are going to, after you write that out, and making sure that these two premises are not just mere repeats of each other, redundancies, okay? Then for D, you are going to offer a final defense of the solution, okay? So here in 100 words, you're going to offer a defense for your solution by way of the original ethical theory. This student chose, like I said, negative utilitarianism, okay? So negative utilitarianism is going to help her better solve the problem of gas emissions by way of transportation, and here she's explaining how that's going to work, okay, in 124 words, okay? And then while you're doing that, you are also combining that with the rebuttal. So you're showing how your original theory is better than the rebuttal that you just offered, okay? So then you are going to show how that all works together here. So this is the student example of the favored argument with the solution, okay? That is counter to deontology that she has up here, okay? So the counter argument of deontology is not a very good solution, so she's showing that solution of negative utilitarianism as the better option, and here's the formal argument for that, okay? So clearest thing to do is to look at how it is that I have it laid out here and offer it just like that. In other words, how is it that you could just follow the red examples by way of the black instructions and take it from there? Okay, so if you have any questions, don't hesitate to email me on D2L or text me, and we can take it from there. So hopefully that's as clear as possible. And like I said, in this document, I don't have the criteria points that I'm asking you to hit for these theories here, but I will, okay? So in other words, you have to hit all the theory points when you write about them, etc., etc. Okay? So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. And thank you, and I'll see you in another video. Have a good one.